Class of 2022, band seniors, congratulations. So proud of you guys. Every class is special in its own way, but this one is especially dear to my heart for many reasons. For one thing, I've been to almost every concert that you guys have had since you were in 7th grade, some of you 6th grade. I was at the spring concert for Arlington Middle School when you're 6th grade year, and then I went to all of them in 7th and 8th grade. Even the Lakeland kids, I got to come and conduct one of your pieces. I played with you guys on one of the concerts, so it's we've gone back a long ways. You did some amazing things in your 4 years. We climbed to the top of Everest, where a climber climbs with their guts. We did great things with circles and no beginning, no end. We had a fun season of From Darkness, and you were the first class in the history of Arlington that had an undefeated season your junior year. Great job. We played low brass fanfare at the L's and Tom's. We did 300 violins, fight song, all the stand tunes, the new dances that you guys learned in the stands, created countless inside jokes. Lots of great memories have been made over the past 4 years. We had 2 great trips to Orlando, first to Universal Studio right before the world shut down, and the second to Disney. We learned a lot of valuable lessons on those trips outside of music. Things like how to drive a bus in a Buc-ee's parking lot, don't use the restroom on bus 6, all sorts of useful things that you'll use throughout your life. You're the last class that all started together in the 9th grade concert band. Nobody else has done that since you, and you're the last ones. You're the first band in my 22 years of teaching that I'll actually help pay for a college for one of the graduates. I haven't had to do that before. I get to this year. I hope you learned that if you work hard and work as hard as you can for other people that you care about, you can all make it further. You can all enjoy the results of that hard work together. That doesn't just apply to band, it applies to your families, your jobs, and just life in general. I'm extremely proud of all the ladies and gentlemen that you've become, and I can't wait to hear what you do over the next several years. I hope you come back and visit us, that you continue to grow in whatever you're doing next year. Don't forget where you came from. Make us proud. Come back and see us often. Proud of you guys.
A lot of people in the band are going to hate me for this, but I would have to say a coin toss between From Darkness and Everest. Mainly Everest, because I just really love the music. I really love playing it.
My favorite marching show had to be my freshman show, Everest. I really enjoyed the music, and it was kind of just, your first start to marching band. It was really fun.
My favorite marching show was Everest because I got to run across the field to be the avalanche, and I got to hear everyone go, "Oh, that's an avalanche," and it was really funny.
That's a tough question. I really liked No Beginning, No End. The closer was just amazing with all the trombones and saxophones just going crazy. But I also really liked From Darkness, so it's got to be some combination of those two.
Over the 4 years, unpopular opinion of mine would have to be No Beginning, No End. I love the energy of that show and the energy that everybody had with that ending where everybody had different sections working together, but at the end everybody came together to play something really awesome. And when the circle started moving and the crowd went crazy, that was my favorite moment.
I would have to say No Beginning, No End because of how much fun I had performing in it and all the different things I had to do it. Not just on my marimba, but I also played other accessories and those types.
I think most people would say From Darkness, that was our most successful show, but the trombone sextet in No Beginning, No End makes it my favorite.
My favorite was From Darkness.
No Beginning, No End.
From Darkness.
So I would say my favorite marching show is From Darkness. Probably a lot of everybody's
big favorites, but it was the uniqueness of not only the music, but just the uniforms and the marching style and the marching drill itself.
My favorite of all 4 years would definitely be From Darkness, just because everybody that was a part of that show, from personality to playing, you could call it perfect. It was just everything was as it should have been. Everything came together. It was great.
From Darkness, because of the people there that were helping.
My favorite marching show has to be From Darkness. The music was fantastic, the drill was amazing, and the season all around went excellent.
I think my favorite marching show was our most recent one, because it had that song Joy Revisited. It sounded so amazing.
My favorite marching show was From Darkness, because I think that at that point I was really used to how things worked, and it was my final year, so it was very special.
Have to be From Darkness, just because that was my first year actually on the snare line, and just the people in that show were the best drumline section I think we've had in a long time.
My most memorable band moment was definitely being on homecoming court as a senior. I know the band had a huge role in my ability to even be on the court, and I never would have gotten to be nominated if it wasn't for the kids in band. And I can definitely say the band has the most supportive people in the whole school, because when they called my name, the whole section just exploded with like screams and applause, and that was a really special moment for me.
Most memorable does not mean the best one. So I'd have to say butchering the duet at the Bands of America competition during finals and having Colin jump off the stage. That was pretty funny.
I'm in front ensemble, so we're just standing still the whole time. But I was on the front line, and in the back line behind me, Nathan was playing on the rag, and he hit the drum set, or the bass drum, and the great big mallet just broke. And the back of it just came and hit me in the ankle.
My favorite band moments are the band practices where it pours down rain, because you can just kind of run around. Band practices, get out early, you just have fun with your section.
My most memorable band moment probably has to be across all my years of marching. I'm the opening set guy. So every time we have to go to opening set, the directors would just look at me, give me the cue, and I'd just scream opening set.
So my most memorable moment was definitely freshman year. I was not a drumline. I played drum set in the pit. And at Collierville's show, after the show, I came off the field the wrong way, and I had to go back behind the field, and I fell over, and the drum set cart slid right on top of me. And that was in front of everybody in the stadium. It's definitely the best moment. Very, very funny.
Probably watching Sydney's face in the closer of From Darkness. She was always just so happy when the big hit happened.
Definitely the Orlando trip to Universal Studios.
Mine was at the end of our first competition, right when we stopped playing and hearing the applause.
My most memorable band moment has got to be junior year when Andrew Red got his mouthpiece stuck on a mellophone and I tried to take it out, but instead of getting the mouthpiece out, I ripped his horn in half and I got in a little bit of trouble, but it was funny.
My most memorable band moment was at Bandmasters, right after we got our the announcements of the awards, and Mr. Simpson talked to us and gave us a long, nice talk, and I was crying because it was my last year, and it was just very touching, and that's what I remember most.
My most memorable band moment would have to be, I can't remember the exact date, but I'm pretty sure a sophomore when Luke got really sick and had like 27 coats on trying to keep him warm.
probably the end of our performance at Bandmasters with the From Darkness show, because when we finished our Horns Down movement, and I felt united with everyone because we all knew we were the real winners of the show. Obviously we didn't actually win, but we all knew that we should have in that moment. That was really cool.
My most memorable band moments would have to be like the bus rides to and from places, because that's where we were able to have fun and just be excited about the competition, and on the bus rides back, we got to like reminisce on what we did and how we performed at that competition.
My most memorable band moment would be the Paragold Awards ceremony. It was down to the final two, Arlington and Bryant, when they brought out the massive Delta Cup trophy. And we were going crazy, but we had to stand there like this, just with a smile on our face, so just had to kind of contain our excitement. And when they called us at first, we went nuts. It was really fun.
I think my most memorable band moment is walking off the field of Paragold with too many trophies to carry, and there's just the whole Arlington section sitting in the bleachers watching us come back with all these trophies and the cup, and I actually put my bags of snacks in the cup on the car ride back. So yeah.
Very original, but the Paragold award ceremony, you know, the fact of how we were just able to communicate with all the drum majors that were on the line, all the color guard members. You know, we did the wave down the line. We were riding a high from Bartlett. You know, we won the Grand Championship. It was an incredible moment. You know, that was the peak of everything.
I would say during Paragold, definitely when we were presenting awards, it's just like standing up there was very. You felt like you're on top of the world, especially when they called first place overall and you did the salute. You just know that like these are really good bands, and we just smoked all of them, to be honest. It was a great marching show. It was just a great first place feeling, to be honest.
Band has become a community for me. It has been where I've made my friends, where my friends from middle school met up, where I hung out for most of the year, especially the fall semester, and it's just become a home away from home for me.
Band has just made the entirety of high school just better in general, like ranging from the friends I've made to like the moments we've had together. It's just like made the entirety of high school just way better of an experience.
It's changed a lot of things because I've made most of my friends in band, and I feel like it's like a family that like a second home.
Band has changed high school for me, and the fact that I always have somebody to go back to. There's always a place to go in the band room after school, always a place to go eat lunch. You can go in the band room, you can sit with the band kids at the lunch table. After school, on the weekends, band kids are always hanging out. Like, they are your go-to whenever you need somebody to talk to or hang out. They're always going to be there.
I will miss band. I will be going into band in college, so I won't have to completely say goodbye to it, but the high school marching band experience is definitely different from the college one. So I will miss the most just the types of bonds you make, the different experiences you get, the competitions especially, because you don't get to do that in college, so that's what I miss the most.
I mean, I'll just miss all the people here, all the people I met here.
I'm going to miss band a lot. It's easily my favorite part of high school. That's really the only thing I look forward to when going to school every day.
Mostly gonna miss the friendships that I've made through all this, and
of course I will miss band. That is a definite yes, and I'll probably miss, and this will probably hit on a lot, but the camaraderie between the band and the section itself.
I think the main change for me each year for my role, I guess,
I just used to be worse, I guess, like a lot worse. I'm still not very good, but I'm better than bad, so.
Through the 4 years, freshman year you kind of start off just kind of like a noob marcher. You don't know whatever you're doing. You kind of always mess up. Second year of marching, you've kind of got the basics down, so you're just there doing your part. Once you hit your senior year, you finally have some control, of course right under the section leaders. Your role changes just by maturity most of all, and as a senior you really just do your best to keep the section together from starting drama or, starting fights.
Well, as a freshman, you're completely lost. You have no idea what you're doing. And then sophomore year, I was kind of getting used to it, meeting the people. And then junior year, COVID, so I didn't have that. Then senior year, I think it was, I really felt part of it and completely acclimated. I don't know if that's the right word. Into it, so.
Being center snare has a lot of responsibility that comes with it. Because you're not just leading your section, you're also leading the band. The drum majors look at your feet for time. And that's very important because some mistakes just might be too big and the entire band gets thrown off. And you have to lead your section just as every other section leader would. So you have kind of like a double responsibility. The people in your section will come to you for motivation or how do I do this, how do I do that, because they're learning just as much as you are and you have to be that leader on and off the field.
The level of responsibility, just joining band as a freshman or a sophomore, you're only worrying about yourself and if you're doing what you need to be doing, but as a section leader you're worried about 15 to 20 people. If everybody is doing their part appropriately, and it's your responsibility to make sure that all of that's happening.
Being a section leader, you really start to notice all the things that go into a marching season. When you're just in the band, you kind of see the baseline of what all happens. As a section leader, you notice the really good things, you notice the stressful, hard things, you notice the discipline issues, you even notice the things that the band parents are doing more, so you really appreciate all that goes into the program.
Of course, there is a lot more responsibility to being a section leader. Not only are you responsible for your own skill set and your own drill and your own music, but you're also responsible for training and making sure your section is meeting the standards of the band. It can be hard sometimes, but I think that it was definitely worth it and very rewarding, and I'm really happy I got the opportunity to lead others in the band.
After high school, I'm going to attend the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. I'm going to major in mechatronics.
So after high school, I'm planning on going to SVU, Southern Virginia University, to major in psychology and play in their bands.
I'm attending the University of Memphis and majoring in business.
I'm planning on going to Pensacola State and I'm planning to get an early childhood development degree.
I'm going to the Honors College at the University of Alabama and majoring in political science.
I'm going to be attending the University of Memphis and I want to study and major in mechanical engineering.
Going to Lee University and I'm majoring in music performance.
I'll be attending Freed-Hardeman University next year. I want to be a radiologist in the future, so I'll be majoring in pre-med biology with a minor in Spanish.
After high school, I will be attending Mississippi State, and I will be majoring in cybersecurity.
After graduating in May, I'll be attending Rice University and majoring in math and physics.
After graduation, I'll be attending Texas A&M University, majoring in aerospace engineering.
I'm planning to attend the UTK, University of Tennessee, Knoxville. And I'm thinking about majoring in chemical engineering or nuclear engineering.
So I'm going to go to Florida State University and I'm majoring in accounting.
The college I will be attending is MTSU, and the plan is to major in music composition.
I'm attending Southwest Community College, majoring in accounting.
I'm going to University of Memphis and I am majoring in business management.
I'm going to be attending Freed-Hardeman University right here, and I'm going to be doing nursing as my major.
The college I plan on attending would be Southwest, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to be majoring in, so I'm just going to be taking general studies.
U.S. Air Force Academy or Naval Academy. Never get word back on one, but I'll probably major in some kind of mechanical engineering and then get out and do an aviation field.
I'm attending the University of Knoxville, and I'm going to major in elementary education.
I'm planning on attending U of M. I'm going to go for music. It's undecided, but I'm definitely going to go to U of M.
I'm attending Mississippi State University, and I will be majoring in environmental engineering.
I'm going to MTSU and I'm majoring in hospitality.
After high school, I'm attending the University of Memphis and I'm majoring in psychology and minoring in adolescence.
I'm attending Itawamba Community College and I'm majoring in computer programming.
Well, being a drum major, you don't have as many responsibilities on the field itself, but you have much more responsibilities off the field. So practice starts at 8 o'clock, you have to be here at 7. You have to set up the speakers, you got to put out cones, you got to move podiums. There's so many responsibilities behind the scenes that not a lot of people really know about.
Being a drum major was different. Everybody was looking at you and depending on you for answers and just your whole leadership role. The band directors really counted on you for things, so you really had to have your stuff together or else, you're just kind of dragging on in the wind.
I mean, there are a lot of differences. There's a conducting difference. You're not marching anymore, which I missed was the marching aspect, but it's all about just being that leader and then showing others like what you can be, what can you aspire to be. I don't know, I loved it. I loved both marching, being a drum major, but I would pick drum major, just for the excitement.
I think being drum major it's a unique opportunity. You get to really see everyone interact, you get to see like friendships develop, you get to see almost like behind the scenes of all the stuff that's happening, and you almost like get to know everyone else because like you're like one of the faces of the bands, so like they have to look at you and then they know you well, so you know more people from that.
Just not to lose track of the people that you've been in this with for the last 4 years. I don't remember random people that I took English classes with. I don't remember, just anybody who I was in a normal class with, but I remember the name of every person who was in my section every year in high school. And I never really lost track of them, of what they're doing. And it means so much to me that I still have those connections years later. That no matter what big happens in our lives, whether one of them just got married, one of them is working at a record company, like that I can see them and continue being happy for them and just think about how much they've changed since I knew them, and how much they've grown as people. And so it's so great to see, because you've known them for so long. And then when you go to college, just remember that to enjoy everything you do. Life isn't as much fun if you don't chase your passions. I always say that the reason I do this is because it's what I would do for free. I love being around music, I love teaching. So choose something that you love to do and follow it as far as you can. And then in terms of classes, if you're going to college, just remember 90% of success is just showing up. Don't let yourself get trapped by everything else that you can do in college. Make sure that you continue to take care of business and continue using the habits that we taught, making sure that your place is on time, that you take care of business inside of the classroom, just like you would inside of our rehearsals. It's only going to continue to get better. It's because of the foundation that these seniors have built. Every single year, we continue building on the culture, and every year it will continue to get better. And so the hope is always for these seniors, you can come back in 10 years and see this band and go, wow, I helped build this. So we'll continue to take the foundation that our current seniors have left, and we're going to continue building it, and it's going to continue to get better and better. It was such a great season. I don't get caught up in results as much as everybody else. I'm always, part of let's just follow the process, trust the process, and see where it gets us. But it just felt like from the beginning of the year, from day one of band camp, that there was just a different sort of level of drive to everybody to want to get better every single day. And it wasn't so much about results, because we'd already proved before that we could get the results that we wanted. It was about seeing how good that we could get and continuing to build every single day and being able to see tangible progress day after day after day, and not even day after day, hour after hour. We'd leave every rehearsal and go, wow, we got so much done. It was just an incredible season. For me, it's not so much about the destination of a competition, it's about the journey to how to get there. And the journey is what I remember. It's the time spent in rehearsals. That's the part that's most fun for me. The Friday nights, the Saturday nights, it's sort of like the payoff, but I really enjoy the rehearsals, the time spent on the grass field, and it's just us. Just continue to do what you love, and continue to follow your passion, continue to enjoy what you do.
This marching program has been great to be a part of, for sure. So I'm glad I could do this.
Just want to say that to my clarinets, I've appreciated being with you guys for all these years. Serving you as a leader for 3 years has been the greatest thing I've done so far in life, and I really appreciate all of you.
I wish you luck next year, and I hope you will have as much success as we did this year, and yeah.
Just love band.
I am proud of all the percussionists this year, and I can't wait to see how much we improve.
Have a great day, everybody.
I'm gonna miss band very, very much, and I loved all the people that were there for me throughout the years.
No! Go!